Who's going to talk first?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Master Spa's Facebook Live with Mary and Ben.
All right.
We're waiting for everybody to get on.
Now, everybody who watches this every week, you know we need a sound check before we can start. There's one. Kayla, where are you? We know you're coming. 7. What do we got? What do we got?
I don't know why it doesn't start showing who's on.
Yeah, it's like a delay.
Yeah.
There we go. My mom. Mom on first. Ma, you beat Kayla. Love you, Mom. Susan, Paul. Oh, awesome. All right, everybody. So, welcome to this week's live. Master Spas. We've got 20 people, 22. Let's hop up there a few more minutes. How's everybody doing? Kayla, there you go. Kayla, you were 4th today, it looks like. Master Spas, hello. 25 people. Can we see 30? 26.
I don't know about everybody else, but I'm really glad that the lighting is not that great, that you can't see my hair or eyebrows right now because they are quarantined.
There you go. There you go. We got 30 people. Someone's banging on our door.
Oh, well.
So we lock everything down when we do this so that we're not disturbed. And someday you're probably going to view us drop the phone into the water.
Into the water.
It's my... You talk. I'll go tell them.
Okay. So we're still letting some people come on. Ben's going to quickly go check to see who's at our warehouse door bothering us right now. Hi, Paul. And hi, Martha. It's raining. Yeah, it's raining here too. It really stinks. Some nicer weather does help when we're quarantined. But there's Ben. All right. Back on here.
All right. That was the neighbor. Susan, okay. So today's live. What we're going to talk about is the Challenger, specifically the panel. Okay, the pre-programmed workouts. I didn't shave either. It's really getting gray. It's really getting gray. Program, all the pre-programmed stuff, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the workouts that are in there, how to set it up, and kind of give you the tips on using it. Okay, so we have been playing with it. Honestly, I don't really use a lot of that stuff. And then, but we're going to go through it. I'm actually going to hold the screen over and show you so that we can go through that. Okay, Jamie Booth, Joyce. What does that say? Calabogie. What's up, everybody? Awesome, very cool. Okay, so.
Ben's mostly going to be talking today, and I'm going to just kind of do a little bit of a workout back here. So if you have any questions about what I'm doing, please feel free to ask Ben. But if you can't see me, it's really okay. I'm just kind of doing a little workout routine.
You're a
back
model.
Here, so.
You're a fitness model.
Oh, please. Yeah, right.
She's the fitness model, and I'm the talking head. That's what's going on here.
He's much better at talking anyway.
All right, so I'm not a talker. All right, here we go. You ready? Get to work. Get out of here. I'm sliding over. All right, so control panel on the Challenger, you have 2. The other one, you can see it up there, and then you've got this one. All right. So now, when we're talking about the panel today, we're talking about the one on the swim end that is for the purpose of exercising. Okay. Elizabeth Johnson, this is the 15D, Challenger 15D. All right. So I am going to go to the panel here, and I'm going to turn this around. There we go. Ben Hoffman. Hey, buddy.
Is he really on?
No.
Oh.
Now, while we're doing this, I can't really see. Well, I guess I can kind of see. So I'm holding the camera, and I'm going to do the buttons at the same time, and we're going to go through this. Okay, there's a little glare on there. So this button is the lights on and off. That one's obviously easy. All right. All right, so now, next. This is your Jets button, okay? Now, in this, you see Jets 1, VSP 1, VSP 2. So what's happening here is the Jets 1, you see that water moving gently right there? That is easy. This thing is not liking that. So that's Jets 1. That has 2 speeds. So now you can hear it. Now it's moving some water. I don't want to pan to it because it's messing up the phone. But you can hear it. And then the VSPs are on there. So now I'm actually going to turn those. I turn your questions off so that I can see the control screen. So VSP all. When you turn the control on from the other side, it just does one VSP at a time. When you do it on this side, okay, there's 25 speeds, and it does both of them. So that's on 11, and it's doing both VSP pumps, but it's not doing the Jet's, the 2-speed pump. So there's 3 pumps, and now you've got this thing going, all 3 pumps are going. This is on high, these are on 11. And you can go
That's fun.
all the way up.
I've never done the rowing with the jets on.
All right, so now we're gonna turn all this off. Now we're gonna turn it off. Okay, so now here's what you need to know about that. If you get in your Challenger and you come over here and you hit that button, and then you turn the VSPs on, turn everything you want, these pumps are going to shut off after 15 minutes, okay? So now this was happening to me, and I didn't really take the time to actually learn the system. And the system is basic. This is our first shot with the Challenger, and it's not where we're gonna be eventually, but this is what I wanna show you. So this is just the settings. None of that really has anything to do with the workout, all right? But this is your button here. This is where it happens. So you've got a couple of things in here that work real well. So let's talk about the workout settings first, okay? So all this is, the blink lights right now is turned, yes, is on. So I'm gonna go back. The blink lights, every time it changes speeds automatically, the lights will blink, okay? So then the start delay, all that is when you hit go for a workout, that it delays 5 seconds and then it starts. And you can change that time, like that. And then just hit that button and it saves. Okay, go back. Ramping. Ramping is disabled. So this is just gonna change speeds. The ramping will change speeds a little slower. Not really something that's super necessary. We just have it disabled. So that's your workout settings. Nothing groundbreaking in there. Now, the most basic thing that people need to know for just swimming is gonna be the timed workout, okay? So the timed workout, this will prevent it from shutting off after 15 minutes. This is key, okay? This is absolutely key because we were thinking at first that the Challenger, can only go 15 minutes before it shuts off. That's just if you turn the pumps on. So workout duration, you put whatever you want in there up to 1 hour, and then enter your speed, up, down, all around. There you go. And now it's gonna start. So you have a 5-second delay. It's on 16, all right? So now there's 41 minutes left. Now, that's the stop, that's the go. See this button here? This is important. That is your main pump that has 2 speeds. Right now it's off. That's on low, and that's on high. So for a timed workout, I put this on 13 and 13, and this on high, your main pump on high, and it will save that setting so that the next time, go back, now that workout is all over. So let's say 24 hours went by and I came in again, timed workout, all those things are gonna be in there, 41 minutes, 16 speed. Everybody follow? Now, workout program. This is where it's super basic, and we're not hiding that fact, okay? This was put together, we needed it to be done. The company that we work with that makes all of our components came up with this program, and it works, but it's basic, and that's the reality of it. So if you go in long interval, okay, short interval, hit go. This is the whole overall workout. Here's what it doesn't do. You can't choose those blocks. See those blocks? I'll try to not get my big finger in there. Those are your high points of the interval, high point, high point, high point. Those are your low points, obviously. You can't change the time in them. It's based on the overall length of the workout, okay? So let's say we're okay with that, all right? So we're gonna do that. Then you go here and you put 41, enter difficulty is 1 through 11. It's not the speeds of the pumps, it's a difficulty level, and then it will do a variable, workout, interval workout. So that's the only thing that with that, you have to spend some time and play with it, okay? Because those intervals are going to be based on the overall time. And this is not really explained in the manual very well. So let's go to create workout, okay? Hit that. So right now, that's the basic workout. And then you can control, that's your warm-up. And then I made a 30-minute workout on here. And it basically, the warm-up is about 3 minutes, and each of these blocks, so now I want to hit, oh, no, back up. Boop, boop, boop. Create workout. There we go. Then I'm going to go over, then I want to right, and now I can control that speed. See how that's going up? So I can control that second interval, and then hit accept, and then move over, okay? Create, speed down, all right, accept, move over, right, speed up. Everybody see the difference? All right, accept, move over, right, down. All right, so now let's say that was what we wanted to do. I realized I didn't do anything that means anything. So here, we don't get to choose the length of the high side or the length of the low side. It's based on the overall length of the workout. So we hit accept, okay? Select column, and then we're going to hit accept, and then we're going to go to the overall length of it, which is going to dictate the equal portions of the intervals. So you can pre-program your own workout. What you can't control is the individual breakdown of it, but you can control the overall length of it and obviously the difficulty level, okay? So, and then the manual, I want to talk about this for a second. It's the same thing. So manual workout is just not going to shut off at the 15 minutes for you. So right now, if you guys recall, this is your main pump, high and low. Okay, now it's off. Now it's on low. Now it's on high. And then we're going to give Mary some water here. So we're going to put that all the way up to 25. All right. As you do a good job there, Mary. All right. We'll keep a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to flip that back around. Pardon me. I'm trying not to let this thing fall in the water. So, as I adjust here, all right. There we go. So basically, with this, it's very basic. You can program it, okay? So let's talk about the things that are very user-friendly. They're very well done. The timed workout is flawlessly perfect. Most swimmers are doing their own thing. You can come over here and change the speeds anytime, all right? And then what you can do is the manual workout is the same thing. So it'll just shut off on a timer. If you want a 30-minute workout, then you just hit the 30 minutes and then you'll know it's over and it shuts off. And if you're gonna write a workout, you can do that. And the only thing I can say is you can't choose the individual lengths of the interval in there yet. So what you can choose is the overall length, and that math is basically just the overall length divided by that many intervals. So you can compute what it's going to be based on the amount of time, but the whole moral of the story is that you just need to spend a few minutes playing with it and figure out what's right for you, okay? So it's basic, it does work, but it requires playing with. And I'll be completely honest, I never took the time to play with it. I just jumped in, turned it on, was like, this thing's awesome, let's swim. So that was fine. To use it at that level, you're gonna need to spend 20, 30 minutes and you will have the control panel mastered, okay? You can download the manual for it, it's not going to help. All right, you're gonna need to play with it. So play with it, figure it out. Then you just need to play with your intervals on your custom created workouts, and then it will save them in there and you can use them. And they're on that workout list, okay? So that's the panel, all right? And I just wanna make sure I went over everything. And I'm gonna turn the questions back on here. Can you flip the screen to horizontal? Not sure what you mean there. Now I can see the questions again, okay? So are you talking about the screen of the phone, or are you talking about the screen of the control panel on the swim spa? I'm not sure which screen you're talking about. I can flip most screens. So you can invert it so you can see it from the swim spa side, or you can have it the other way where if you were outside, you can do that. So it can flip, but it's not gonna go lengthwise, if that makes any sense. Oh, when you show the control panel, it was sideways. Sorry guys, there's only one person holding the phone. That stinks. All right, so hopefully, it's funny, it didn't look that way on mine. Hopefully you're able to follow along. The information is right as long as you could see what I was touching. Flip your camera, gotcha, all right. So when you twist the camera, it won't let me really do that. And I have this big thing attached to it.
Facebook Live,
It's very funny, yeah.
You really change the view.
We're back in control of it now. For trainer control panel, can you set longer than 15 minutes? Larry. Anna, I didn't see your question, so if you can ask it again, I'll get it for you. Larry, the trainer on the control panel doesn't have the options for this. It's on off, and those pumps will time out for safety. Okay, if you're talking about a Challenger, then you want to go to manual workout or timed, and then the answer is yes. Okay, so Anna, if you could answer that one more time for me. Everybody see Mary running in place? What do we have it set at? And she doesn't like it cold, so you can see that it's at 93 degrees.
Thank you.
Run! Run! Okay. All right, I'll give her a break. She's running in place. Work portion and the rest interval are the same. Work portion and rest interval the same. Sid, yes, they are, okay? The warm-up is longer, and then the other ones, and then you have long intervals, so when you go in there, the short interval workout and the long interval workout, they are different lengths, but they're equal. I believe it's the long is a little bit shorter, but this is what I'm talking about. You need to go in there and play with it, and you'll see exactly what's what. Two swimmers can have different ranges in the control system, memory for two. Kind of. So you can save your own workout, and you can do more than two, but it's not going to save. It's not like a car seat that you hit in and driver one, driver two. Okay, Anna? So it's not quite that smart. All right, got it. Also, what size is the spa we are looking at? This is a 15-footer, 15 by 8. All right, so to make all that, how long did that take? It took longer than I thought it did. To make all that make sense, the control panel, timed workout, my favorite. Manual workout works well too. And then you've got the ability to pre-program, or you can use the long interval or the short interval and just change the pace and or not the pace. You can change the difficulty, and you can change the length of time. Okay. Michelle Franklin, we bought the H2X Trainer 12 and like it, but wish we bought the Challenger. The panel is very basic and difficult it won't let me see the rest of that. I'll reply afterwards. I am going to buy a 19D. 19D, fantastic, okay? So now I've got our questions, and you can keep answering. Let's see. Asking. I'm answering. Okay. I'm gonna save, let's see, what do we got here? All right, first question. Jeff in Florida, it's very hot in the summer here. Can you run without the heat? So the answer is yes. What you can do is, can we see her swim? Sid, absolutely, just give me a few minutes here. And the answer is, yes, you can. It's like a thermostat. So if you turn the temperature all the way down, your filtration system's gonna run, everything's gonna run, the heat's just not gonna call for heat. So that's, some of them are 70, some of them are 80 degrees. So you don't really have to use that heat like that, okay? Melanie, how are you? Okay, they wanna see you swim now.
Okay.
What do you need?
I just need some goggles, really.
All right. What speed would you like?
11. My feet are gonna cramp.
You got it, Sid. We're going to make her keep going now. It's good for her. My bad.
I can't get that hard, Mike.
All right. They all wanted to see Mary swim, so we paused the question to see her swim. This thing is, I've got this phone resting on the edge of the swim spots. It's gonna take a bath. All right. Okay. All right, good questions here. So back to it. So Jeff in Florida, you can run without the heat. All right, all you need to do is turn the temperature down. Filtration system's gonna run, it's gonna clean itself, take care of all that stuff. So yes, the answer is yes. All right, the next question, Candace, Ontario. All right, cold climate. Actually, we were just there. So how do swim spas do in the cold climate? Do most people close them? All right, so they're completely made for this. Open cell Icynene insulation. You've got, thick snow load covers. We're built for that climate, totally on purpose. When it snows, the snow doesn't melt off the top of the swim spa. It does a great job. They're made for that level of insulation and cold climate. It's actually not that bad for it. Even in Ontario's is not what we consider to be a harsh, a super harsh climate. All right, it's a little harsh, not super harsh. What is the slab thickness required for a Challenger 18? Claudia Spinner. Go 6 inches, reinforce that bad boy. That's you. All right. Next. All right. So I wish I had the David Letterman thing where you could just like whip them. That would be awesome. Can you get a mirror in the bottom? So we don't do that as the manufacturer, as an option. And the reason we didn't do that, we always found that with our competitive swimmers, we had better results with camera work. So we used to do lots of cameras, and then the GoPros became popular. So now you see everyone with, crazy GoPros mounted to everything you've ever conceived mounting a camera to. So what we've been working with recently, with the addition of our pro triathletes, they were like, hey, you know what, we kind of want to try this. So we have a company that is making them for us. They're sourcing them for us that we can put you in contact with. So it is possible. What was that noise?
My watch.
Was that your watch?
Yeah.
So we can get you in contact with someone and get the mirrors done. So it is possible. You won't find them on the website, but it is possible. Send us a message. Okay. Do you have to put it on a slab or can you place directly on the ground? Heather, you definitely want to use a slab, okay? Let's see. Mike Peters. Spanky, my man. All right. Nobody calls him Mike. He's Spanky all the time. All right. All right. I'm saving this one for last. I got a good one here. All right. So here we go. This is a two-sider. This is a long question. This is from Alyssa in Massachusetts. I have a pre-cut hole in my deck that is already wired for a hot tub. The prior owners covered it up. We'd like to open it up and purchase a new tub. It's a great idea. Next, who would I call to check the decking to ensure safety? And are there other considerations that we should be thinking about? Okay, so that's a lot to answer there. So first of all, if you've been to our website, which I know you have because you somehow got this in to us, you'll want to go into the dealer locator and then put your information in there, and then you'll get an email, and then that will have an email address on it. So even before they contact you, which they will shortly, I'm sure, then what you want to do is send them an email with your exact questions, okay? And I can tell you this, right now as a whole, Master Spas, we're probably getting about 10 times the amount of inquiries than normal, and we are racing to keep up with them. It's nuts. We don't have an interest or inquiry problem. We have to get enough spas. So speaking of which, we're going to enter slow production next week. We're actually coming back online and starting that back in, starting on Monday. Okay, then the floodgates will fully open up, and it's going to be nuts. All right. All right. So Alyssa. So when you talk to those people, then they're going to have questions for you regarding the safety of that deck, and we can get you taken care of as far as checking the safety and get you into that. Not a problem. And then some other considerations you may want to think about. I can tell you this, in my experience, a lot of times when, it's funny how these always go to installation questions.
Yeah.
It always goes to, people have a lot of questions on installation. Every time someone had one sunk in a deck before, on the second one that they do, they tend not to do that, okay, interestingly enough. And I think that it's just, you're switching over a tub that's not the exact same size, so you're gonna have, work done around it that has to be trimmed and finished and all that. So you're gonna have some more stuff. It's not a matter of just slapping a hot tub in a hole that's gonna fit perfectly, because it's going to be a different size, so you are gonna have some finish work. And as I said, most people who had one sunk the first time, on the second one, they fill that hole in and they put it on top and make sure the deck is properly built for that weight. So we see that a lot. So many times that it's notable in my mind not to do that probably. I'm not trying to discourage you, but if so many people don't do it again, there's an indication there as far as I'm concerned. All right. Who is doing the installation? Is this part of the purchase package? Oksana, typically it's not. It's not included in the purchase price for sure. We do have some dealers that I know have construction side of things. Richard Markovich, and you'll have to work that out with your dealer. I would say most dealers do not do the construction side of things, but we definitely have a couple of bad to the bone dealers who they're pretty crazy with what they do. So it's just a matter of where you live and your dealer. Okay. So Alyssa, so that's my question or my advice to you is really think about all that trim work that's going to need to be done to make it look finished and perfect, because the second hot tub's probably not going to be the exact same size. You have the diameters of the corners, so just keep that in mind. All right. All right. Last question. Dina in PA. This one is a fun question because she's choosing. I have narrowed my choices down to the 19D, the H2X Trainer 19D, and the Challenger 19. Help me decide, all right? So you're asking me to help you decide, should I choose awesome or awesome? So they're both the same swim spa. The only difference is the propulsion end, the swim speed, and this panel. So and this is Dina and PA, if you're not swimming aggressively, if you're not swimming, you're just in there for recreation, get the Trainer 19 Deep. It's awesome. You can't go wrong with it. If you want more swim capability, the Challenger, again, is an airless 3-pump system, and it moves a ton of water. Mary's a good swimmer, and we can push her back with this if we want to. Oh, yeah. Okay? And again, the speeds are, the Phelps does a 105 per 100, and the Challenger does a 120 per 100, and then the H2X, of course, does a 145, 150 per 100, so that's the slowest of them. Other than that, there's no difference. So there's no difference in quality, lifespan, warranty, anything. They are really, really awesome, okay? So you kind of can't go wrong with that. Just figure out how fast you want to swim, all right? All right, do you have a treadmill in any of the swim spas? So I've answered this before. I'm not a fan. So basically all the stuff that you've seen Mary do in there, most of the time she's in there exercising and I'm talking, the treadmill gets in the way of that. Okay, so there's two things that I don't love about the treadmill. We used to do a lot of them, and you can add them and put them in the bottom and all that stuff. My concern with it is you have a mechanical device living underwater, okay? So I'm not a huge fan of anything mechanical living underwater because water never loses a fight, all right? Next, it's in the way of everything else that you're doing. There's so much other stuff to do in there that I'm not sure I would block all that other stuff so that I could walk in place when you can walk in place anyway, which I'll let you see here in a second. Did I miss you going over the controls for the personal training? Richard. I don't quite understand what you mean, Richard. You'll have to text me privately on that one. I'm not sure what you mean. You mean the controls for personalizing the workouts? Yes, you did. They were in the beginning. You'll have to watch it again. All right. Okay. Chemicals. Ron Sullivan. Wow, Ron Sullivan. Hey, buddy, how are you? Good to see you on here. All right. So those are the questions we had. We went over the panel. Now I'm going to swing this around and let you see Mary. Okay.
And right now it's on low resistance, so it's not pushing me back too far, but I could always adjust more resistance so that I'm working harder.
So now what I always have my people do is, see how she's going high knees? Can you kind of see her knees? It's difficult to see, obviously, through the water.
I can do the other way too.
Yep. So there's two things you can do. You can either go high knees and you're pulling against that water, or you can try to kick your own butt with your heels, which is an amazing way to exercise in there. So you got a little arm movement there, you got all the feet moving, and then if you measure her heart rate, it's definitely increased right now. And then I'm able to achieve my marathon heart rate while running in place with no treadmill to break living under the water. So I just don't personally see a lot of value in it, okay? And most of you who know me know I'm not an upsell guy anyway. Mary, will you do me a favor?
Yes.
Oksana wants to know, what is the width of the current, and is it different in various models? Yes, it is. So I'm going to come back here. Mary, you want to crank that all the way up for us? This is the best place to see the current from. All right. So, yep. So Oksana, we don't measure that width, but as you can see, it's very wide. There you go. Now that's all three, and you can see how much water that's moving. That is a beautiful current. How wide would you say that is? It's at least 3.5 feet.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mayor.
It's wide.
You can see how wide it is. Okay. All right, we're swinging you around here. I'm coming back. So let's see, Mark Nelson, how easy is it to take the covers on and off? Covers are like an age-old problem with swim spas. You know, there's no easy situation or no perfect situation. So I like the standard covers with cover lifters. That is the easiest way, in my opinion, to do it. So at my house, there is a cover lifter. This particular unit is inside our warehouse, and it's where we film from, so we can't use those because they actually block where the cover stands up on the end, and then you can't see all of our stuff, so we didn't want to kind of do that for camera purposes. But under normal circumstances, I would use cover lifters with the standard covers, and that is my favorite install. Okay, very simple, and we do hear people from time to time, it blocks the view, so there are some other options out there, but I like a cover lifter. Okay? Let's see, do you
Without
have...
the cover lifter, though, you and I are able to get the
Oh,
cover
yeah.
on and off pretty
Yeah,
neat.
and ours is in the corner. It's not ideal, you know, for taking the cover on and off without a lifter, but we can easily do it. All right, and Mary is 4'10", so she's not, you know, a super tall person, and she easily picks up her half. All right, let's see, what do we got? Patricia, do you have any hot tubs you can work out in? Not really. They're just not deep enough, and they don't have the exercise system in there. Like you see, there you go. Hi. You got that rowing kit on there, and it's made for it. Okay.
I really like the rowing.
So do I. It's awesome. Actually, you know what? I like to turn around and do chest.
Yeah, I was doing those earlier.
Do it again. We want to see.
All right.
You're so little, it pushes you back.
It does.
So block yourself, go slower. Block yourself, lean in, then chest press slow. She's too little.
I have to like brace myself.
Yeah, you have to brace yourself. So I know I saw someone comment in there that they recommended the soft tread because theirs was slick. The new soft tread is awesome. At first I was like, I don't, do like stereos and gadgets and stuff. I'm picky like that. And the soft tread is awesome.
It is nice.
It is so awesome.
Yeah.
So totally awesome. Does the Challenger have the water UV light as the Michael Phelps? That is an option, and it's called Master Pure, and yes, it does. Okay, you can get it with that. What is the energy efficiency for these units? What would be the electricity consumption during winter East Coast? You want to take that?
Yeah.
So you always have everyone use that calculator, right?
Yeah, there is a calculator on the Master Spa's website. It's like, if you look, the energy efficiency calculator. But it's really, really efficient. Ben talked about this, I think it was last week.
Oh, and the Sussex guy, yeah.
Yeah, we've got somebody in New Jersey who keeps his giant swim spa at almost 99 degrees all year round. He's not swimming in it, he's just hanging around. And he said in the winter months it costs him between $70 and $80 a month.
I think 80 and 90.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry, $80 and $90 a month, but the rest of the year is very low. So on average, you're really efficient, maybe like $600 to $700 a year to keep it running and heated all year round.
Yep.
So really efficient and made for outside all year round.
Right on. Yeah, that guy, he doesn't swim in his signature. He just does belly flops and plays in it. Do you need to empty the unit to clean it? They don't really require too much cleaning. So like with ours, this water is 5 months old.
Yeah.
You know what? It's going on. It's almost 6.
Almost 6
So it's almost 6 months old. We haven't done anything with it. It doesn't really require any cleaning. I can tell you this, when we need to change the water, we're just going to drain it out and then refill it. I'm not going to scrub the inside of it. There's no real reason to do that unless you let it get yucky, but that's on you. Okay?
Any spots that we've ever had, like water spots or anything, paper towel or Mr. Clean Magic Erase work
Yep,
really
the Magic
well?
Eraser works nice.
Yeah.
Mike Wright is on there. Their meeting must be over.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. They had a meeting. Very important bosses meeting. Mike, I'm not gonna, I'll leave him alone. All right. Next, what is the frequency to empty the swim spa and clean it? It's a little subjective, so it depends on you. I have a guy in Florida, he's in Miami, former police officer, amazing guy, super detailed, retired police officer. His water, and this is not recommended, Kelsey Hoffman is watching.
Hi, Kelsey.
Kelsey and Ben. Is Ben with you? All right. I've got something for him today. Anyway, I'm way off track. Okay. So anyway, his water is 3 years old and it's perfect. He sent me videos of it. His water is perfect. He got his water to last 3 years. That is non-typical. So we typically change ours about once a year and it's perfect. Okay. And we could typically go longer if we wanted to, but I do have a customer there's Mike. I do have a customer with 3-year-old water in there. All right, Kelsey Hoffman, I need tips. So everyone, Kelsey, welcome Kelsey. She is Ben Hoffman's wife, our pro triathlete and all-around amazing guy. Fantastic people. Kelsey's amazing and their beautiful daughter. So welcome everybody, good to see you. All right, back to the questions. Are there speakers underwater? No, there are not. Can you listen to music? Yes, you can, but you have to put it on the music, things they've got for your ears for swimming.
Even the speakers that come with it, if you got that option, when you're swimming, you can't hear them. You'd have to get like a waterproof. There's waterproof headphones or like a waterproof iPad that can connect to your goggles or your swim cap. Because even if you got it with the Bluetooth, you can't really hear it under the water when you're swimming, just to be honest.
Yes, definitely can't hear it. Okay. That's that. Getting a swim spa and the kids will be using sunscreen. How will that affect the spa? Good question. We have not had that one. That is from Lisa and Nick.
We talked a little bit about it last week.
I don't think we talked about sunscreen though.
Lotion and sunscreen.
Lotion's different.
Okay.
Sunscreen and lotion are different.
Sorry.
Sunscreen is oil, okay? And then that's going to be on your skin, and I don't care what kind it is, it's going to end up in your filter. Okay, so the answer is yes, of course you should protect yourself. The second answer is yes, you are absolutely going to have to degrease those filters. Okay, so what you're gonna do is get filter cleaner, get extra sets of filters, maybe 2 or 3 if you're frequently like just loading the thing up. Jessica Sweeney, I was wondering about sunscreen too. Good question, solid question. All right, I don't recall ever being asked that during a live. It's good, so let's cover it. So they've got filter cleaner, okay? I'm shaking that camera because I'm like kind of holding it there. There you can see Mary too. So you take the filters out, simple, and then you're gonna soak them in filter cleaner. And what that filter cleaner is actually a degreaser, and it's gonna break down those oils and then get rid of it. And then you rinse them out really, really well. If you don't rinse them out well, you'll get suds and foam in the water. So what I always tell people to do who they know they're gonna get lots of sunscreen, we got 97 people on there.
Wow.
What I want you to do is soak it good, spray it out, and then let it dry all the way, okay? And really rinse it out, but you have a backup set of filters. So you've already cleaned a set, you put them in, and then you take the 2 days and clean them properly, all right? I was wondering about sunscreen too. So lotions, Maria, so lotions, not quite as bad, but it's still gonna go to your filter and require filter cleaning, okay? But the sunscreen is like hardcore oil, and that is gonna have to be broken down with the filter cleaner. And if there's enough lotion, it will require that level as well. Can you recommend an underwater clock or a clock that you can wet if we leave it just above water? Julie, good question. Do you have one? I use my watch.
Yeah, I use my watch too.
So
I know Triathlon Terran has a clock that he has up on the wall too.
he does.
Yeah.
So, y'all, good point. Check out Triathlon Terran. He's got one on the wall. But I think there's plenty of cameras, or not cameras, of clocks that are made to get around a wet environment. If you go on, what's the big
Swim outlet, maybe
swim outlet? I'm
swimoutlet.com,
sure they
maybe?
have something, and probably something that can go underwater as
Yeah.
well. Let's see. There is a great audio device Ben Hoffman uses, and I also use the Mighty by Audio Flood.
Flood, yeah,
Let me
Audio
tell you guys something. If Mike Wright and Ben Hoffman recommend that, no better recommendation than that. We're on board with it. We'll take that as gospel. All right. Any concerns for power outages in the winter? Michelle Franklin. No, it would take so many days to freeze. I've never seen one freeze. And we've got them in Winnipeg, Canada, North Dakota, all over the place. Super, super freaky cold. I have not heard of a swim spot freezing up, okay? It's actually easy to save. Robert, hello. We can watch the beginning when you explain the controls. Elizabeth, yes, it's recorded and always on there. That's a good question. Lotions and sunscreens. I'm in Florida. What frequency does a filter need to be cleaned? So, Anna, good question. It's just going to require a little bit of finesse and trying to figure out, what your turnover time is. If you've got piles of kids in there with sunscreen every single day, you're going to need to clean them a couple times a month. If it's minimal use with that, then like we clean our filters. I'm going to get in trouble.
Once a month.
It's not once a month. I don't do it once a month. I don't do it. It's been more than a month. It's
not maybe 6 weeks, but we've
6. Yeah.
6 weeks.
Yeah. So I mean, ours. There's 2 adults swimming. Nobody's going to the bathroom in it, and there's no sunscreen and probably very little to no lotions. All right. So ours, we definitely go longer than a month with cleaning ours, and the water is perfect. And you guys all know my blood sugar method. I use a little bit of chlorine, shock if I remember. That's it. Nikki. So, what else do we got? Come on. We've got 104 people on there.
Thank
is
you
awesome.
guys for watching.
Yeah, thank you for tuning
this is
in.
Awesome.
Claudia Spinner, should you not wash your suit in soap because it might make the water foamy? That is a thing with hot tubs for sure, and swim spas alike. So, I mean, just leave it, when you get out. Because these are minimal chlorine. You're not going to smell. It's not going to stink like that. And I would. So, I mean, I don't wash my swim trunks that I use in here. I hang them up and let them dry. And then by the time they wear out, I'll throw them out and get new ones. So that's what I do. Okay. Mike put the link for the audio flood.
Awesome.
I should get that.
I know.
I should get that. So, awesome. Lewis Clipper. What's up, buddy? How are you? All right. So, let's see what we got. It's 45 minutes. This is a long one.
Yeah.
It never feels like as long as it is. Then I look at the watch and I can't believe we've been talking for that long. So last couple of questions. Let's take a couple more if anybody's got them. Maria, mine is coming on Monday. I'll have difficulty beginning dealing with all the bottoms. Is there anyone I can call for guidance? All the bottoms? I don't understand. I need you to clarify that. Thank you for the program, Anna. Oh, you're very welcome. And again, these are saved, and we will go back on here and answer questions. So you can always question from the UK. Jasmine. What is the smallest swim spa you have? Also, does the size of the spa affect your swimming performance? Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. So the smallest is the H2X Trainer 12. In the Challenger series, the smallest is the 15, which is the one you're seeing here. If you're looking for swimming, I can't recommend the Challenger strong enough. If you need something faster, then jump up to the Phelps, and they're really fast. This is all we need. We're swimming more long distance stuff, and the Challenger is fantastic. Okay, if you want to go fast, then you just get yourself into a Phelps. Okay, will it be available with a mirror at the bottom? We're working with a mirror company, like I said earlier, and we can put you in contact with them. All right. Oh, they keep coming in. We're never getting. We're not getting off of here. Minimum temperature. I don't know. Let's see. Yep. This thing. All right. Okay, you can see I've got that on 93. For Mary, she does not like to be cold. 80. 80 is the bottom. You would not catch Mary dead in there at 80.
Oh, God, no. 80 is so cold.
Okay, the mirrors work awesome. Ben Hoffman up there. All right. Michelle Franklin. All right. I'm 5'9". We have a trainer 12. If I was 6, get the 15. The 15 is really, I mean, we let everyone know the 12-footer is for very small people to swim in. It's small. And the 15-footer is really perfect. And you can be pretty tall in there. You can be quite a bit taller than 6 feet and swim in a 15-footer. All right, Josie is cool with 82. 82, Mary is not cool with. I'll be very,
Josie's much more brave than
Yes,
me.
Mary's not getting in there, 82. She is not happy with 89. Okay, Mary Alex, how do we find a dealer in the area? Go on masterspas.com, dealer locator, put your info in, and they'll be bugging you shortly. Simple as that. All right, guys, we're gonna head off because the questions keep coming in. We're never gonna get out of here, and Master Spas is gonna be like, "What are you guys doing on there for 9 hours?"
Well, and we'll be back next week, so bring
We
your
will
questions
be
then.
back next week, so you can message questions if you want us to do them on the live. You can also just message or comment, and we'll get back on there and hit your questions afterwards again. All right, guys. So that's it. We're gonna head home for the night, and we'll see you guys next week. Get in there, Mary.
Thanks,
Say
guys.
goodbye. Thanks for coming.
Have a good week.
Goodbye.